Hello and welcome to today's video. In this video, we'll be looking at the defending champion Chase Sexton, last year's results compared to this year's, how he feels now on KTM, and if he will ever get comfortable on the new bike. Now, before we get into that, first, let me tell you about our sponsor, Blood Lubricants. I just got my shipment from them. Blood Lubricants has all premium oils you could need for motocross, lubricants, chain lube, anything you could think of that you would need for your bike that's lubricant or oil related, they got it. And they even have basic engine oil for your daily driver, so head to Blood Lubricants to snag some. Why choose Blood, you may ask? Well, Blood's oils have a superior ability to handle heat and humidity compared to competitors' products, and everything they develop uses a proprietary blend of top-grade based oils and additives to ensure maximum performance and protection. And, of course, they sponsor me and a lot of privateers, so if you want to support an oil company, Blood Lubricants is the one to do. Head to bloodlubricants.com and use my code TMN25 to get 25% off everything. All right, one final thing. If you haven't already, head to my website, themxnetwork.com. Links in the description. Snag issue 7 of my magazine. I've only got a few left, and the newest ones, or the newer edition, will be coming out next month, so I got to get rid of the last ones. Head to the website and go grab one. All right, so in Indianapolis, Chase Sexton demonstrated improved performance during the Triple Crown event there. He secured third overall while showcasing his speed throughout all three races, especially the third race, fighting past Ken Roczen in a dominant move. Like he wasn't just battling with him, he kind of moved right by him. So, and then he even matched Jett's speed from then on. It's been a while we've seen such speed from Sexton, who has transformed from a fast but crash-prone rider, to say the least, last year, and to this year, a more consistent performer throughout the entire season, but just not as fast. Now, this shift in performance has put a spotlight on his transition from Honda HRC to Red Bull KTM. Before we get into how he feels about the new bike and what Ricky Carmichael thinks of his decision to sign with KTM, let's first look at his 2024 results compared to his 2023 results, his average, and see how it lines up through the first 10 rounds. So in 2023, as you can see on screen, he averaged a finish of 3.2 throughout the first 10 rounds, earning 2 wins as well. In 2024, now, he has an average finish of 4.4 with 1 win and a few podiums. He did have a few podiums last year as well. So when you look at it like that, for a guy who's supposedly really uncomfortable on the bike, not riding to his capability at all, and he's only 1.2 positions lower on average this year, I think when you see that and add the fact that he hasn't made any mistakes at all this year, no major mistakes, no tucking the front end, no gnarly crashes like we've seen in the past on Honda, honestly, that doesn't seem too bad to me. Count 2024 as a learning year on the new team, on the new bike. He's always been on Honda, so he was comfy with them. That's what I'm going to say. Take third place in the championship. That's where he stands right now, and move on. It's a learning year. Now, let's take a look at what Sexton had to say about the bike after Indianapolis, where he stands with it, and what he needs to work on. First up, an interview with NBC's Will Christian. Here's that.
When you make the change, as you did before the season started there, and do the team switch, how much of that are you really prepared for? I mean, yourself, other riders, everyone's had to go through it, but is it a bigger deal? Do you have to go through more than you ever sort of really imagined?
Yeah, it's a lot more than I thought it was going to be. I think I didn't really take into account the aluminum frame to steel frame. It's a big difference, and yeah, we're kind of paying the price for that right now. We'll get there. Yeah, these are just growing pains and steps that we got to take to get back to the top.
So clearly he's still on the struggle bus, but he makes it sound like he wasn't expecting the issues on KTM at all. I'm assuming he tested other bikes and made the conscious decision to choose KTM over others, so why is he struggling so much and acting like he didn't expect it? I mean, you rode it. You decided to ride it. Here's what Ricky Carmichael and Ryan Villapoto had to say on the Title 24 podcast.
He had a chance to ride, I'm assuming, multiple bikes.
That's what I'm saying. Dude, I heard that he loved the Star Yamaha from a pretty reliable source. I actually busted him in Tallahassee. I saw him in town, and then I had later heard that the Star facility was closed for a couple days. And I mean, you just have to assume he rode the KTM. I struggle with him saying that the bike isn't what he expected. Well, what were you expecting? Did you base your decision off something different other than the bike that you rode when you tested? You knew it was better than your Honda, and I'm going to that manufacturer because this bike is better and it gives me the feel that I need and I'm looking for.
So obviously they kind of agreed with me. Now let's take a quick listen to another quick section of an interview where Sexton talks about his start struggles and how much work it's going to require to get this bike right. Here's a clip from an interview with Lewis Phillips of Vital MX.
It was great. The end of that second main was unbelievable. So this is like the, I don't know, this is a push. This is the moment where it all clicks, maybe.
yeah, I mean, I don't think we're quite there yet, but I think this is definitely a step in the right direction. And at least tonight I had fight in me and was able to push forward through the pack. And my starts were horrible, pretty shitty, but I was able to make it work and get back to the top 3 every race. Last race got a better start, got second. I felt like I had speed to run with Jett for sure in the third main. He got around Kenny, I didn't until the end. So yeah, bike's getting better. Still not meshing with it quite yet, but now I keep trying.
So by that interview, he obviously didn't go into the details, but he seemed adamant that he struggles with starts, and he didn't on Honda. So let's ask the question. Will Sexton ever get comfortable on Red Bull KTM? Much like Cooper Webb last year and Ryan Dungey in the past, Sexton is struggling with suspension as well. On top of that, he's struggling with starts and just overall comfortability. That leads me to the second question. Did Cooper Webb ever get his setup nailed down and become comfortable in 2023? No. So I think there's a high chance Sexton remains on the struggle bus for all of 2024, but considering the team is allowing more freedom in adjustments than they did with Webb or Dungey back then, such as the KYB replica internal kit the WP gave them, I have more hope. I think he's going to stay about the same for Supercross. Maybe you'll see improvements towards the end, but I think we can expect major improvements in outdoors. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. He's a fantastic rider, and maybe, just maybe, that little bit of extra freedom KTM is allowing on the team now will be enough for him to fix things. What do you guys think? Will Chase Sexton ever get comfortable on the Red Bull KTM, or will this be a lost cause? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.